I guess Cal's no longer with us, so that's cool. All right. So let's talk, though, guys. Let's talk what we have the capability to do right now. Okay, so anybody that's been on the call since I've started understands that we are sitting in a financial revolution. This is the time where people are going to either adapt, or they're going to go against the grain, or they're going to become very wealthy and actually change whatever they see around them because they have the potential to do so. And the only reason why I see this, and I see this so perfectly, is because ever since we've seen the economic downturn for us fighting this pandemic, right? We saw all of this money start piling into the market, right? Me personally not being aware that it was us, the people, that was piling it in. And we are literally came to a position in this market where we actually have a voice, a true voice. Not a voice that dies when the police officers come and tell us to be quiet, all right? Not a voice that can be simmered. This voice right here not only can make change, but it will take their change right out their pockets. You understand? And it's happening as you speak. As we speak right now, there's money being depleted from people that you can't even imagine, and they couldn't imagine it happening either. And it's happening only because us, the people, are coming together and saying, you know what? No longer will we sit here and be taken advantage of. We're going to put our own money to work for us, just like you guys have been working our money this entire time. So if you got $1,000 in the bank right now, take 100 of it and try what I'm telling you. Oh yeah, they're big mad, 777. Big mad. Big mad. Big mad. And you know what the worst part of it? Worst part of it is these are the only ones you can see. This is what they're willing to show you. Remember that. If somebody's telling you a lie, right, and you catch them in a lie, just picture how many times they've lied to you already. You understand? Just picture it. Just like somebody that's driving a car and they like to speed, right? When a cop pulls them over and gives them a ticket, you know why he don't feel bad about giving him a ticket? Because he knows in order for me to catch this guy speeding, he needs to be speeding pretty often for this to occur, right? Unless you have that rare instance where the guy's in a rush. But normally, he just caught a speeder. Same thing, just like when you catch somebody that's a liar. The same thing, we just caught these corporations who are liars, right? They're literally sitting here lying to the people. They've been misdirecting you guys from these stocks. They're telling you not to buy in. They're telling you that they're going to fall down and all these various things. Well, to that I say Tesla. Easy. You want to understand it? Go understand Tesla. Tesla, in the matter of 1 year, went from $70 to $800, and it had nothing to do with institutions. It had everything to do with the people and the belief. Because if you know anything about a Tesla fanboy, they're next level. Okay? Tesla fanboys are absolutely next level. They do everything within their power, okay? Everything within their power to get behind Tesla and everything it does. And when they did it, they drove even people that were in the market that normally wouldn't even be concerned with a Tesla, and they sparked our interest. And once everyone became interested, you've seen what interest does to a stock. You see what it does. It took it up 1,000%. 1,000%. So what you're really looking for in the market is you're looking for stocks that peak. You're looking for things that you can take to the next level. You're sitting in a position right now that can change your entire life. Doge, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you because I know a lot of my people are going to be coming to me from Doge. A lot of people are going to start coming from Doge, however you like to say it. A lot of you guys are going to be coming from that direction. I'm glad to see you. I'm here to help you in this market. Don't believe that Doge is the only opportunity you have right now. There are so many. Listen, I have about at least 15 stocks in my portfolio that have done anywhere from 100 to 400, 500, 700, 800%. All from knowing what people are interested in. Okay? Yes, I know a little bit of technical analysis. Yes, I can read a chart, but it all starts with interest. The same way Doge coined $2 to $1 created an Instagram page because he believes in it, right? Is the same way people are creating Instagram pages for little companies that you never even heard about, Doge, right? There's all of these little things that are popping up, and us, the people, we're driving it. And it's up to you now to say, okay, if there's more than Doge, what else is there? Well, you got a lot. You got Stacks, who was just telling you about what was that? That was BlackBerry, right, Stacks? So we were just in BlackBerry that just did a 70% run up in one day. You got BlackBerry. You got Nokia that's sitting patiently waiting to run up big too. You got AMC that's sitting at $13, $14. You have the potential to possibly take that stock anywhere to $500 to $1,000. I literally sat there and observed 500,000 in volume, guys. 500,000 in volume of $500 sitting on AMC right now. And I know you guys don't really know what that means, but that just means there's people willing to buy AMC stock at $500. So right now, if you can figure a way to jump in, oh, you better figure it out. Oh, Lewis, I just told you what I think of it. There are literally orders sitting as we speak. They're going to be regenerated first thing 4 a.m. They're going to be sitting there. And if you get access to level 2 is just where you're able to see what orders are coming in. You're going to be able to see that there's 500,000 orders sitting at $500 and there's 500,000 orders sitting at $1,000. That's how GameStop got there. You understand now, Lewis? GameStop got there because people like you, Lewis, say, I'm not willing to sell my GameStop stock until it reaches $500. And you went inside your little app and said, I'm going to put a sell limit that I'm willing to sell GameStop only when it reaches $500. And instead of it just being you, Lewis, it was that guy, this guy, that guy, and now we're at thousands, possibly millions. And you're sitting in the middle of it. And you have the potential to either A, pull, or you have the potential to say, hey, maybe this guy doesn't really know what he's saying. I'm telling you, if you do enough due diligence on your own after you get off this call and just start looking around and say, okay, is there really like a mass entrance into the market? I'm telling you, there is. There's a mass entrance. And guess who's not being a part of it? It's us. It's people from our communities that have zero interest in the market because we think money, right, can grow on our feet. We think money can grow in our bank. People, we have the potential to change our sons or daughters' lives, guys. You have the potential now. I literally just finished reading an article where a gentleman invested $48,000. Listen to me, guys. $48,000. 48, just 48. I'm sorry, I'm lying. I think it was 53,000 and turned it into 48 million. Okay? And I may have those numbers switched around. But either way it goes, wouldn't you want to be a part of that? Wouldn't you want to be a part of that? My lady decided to take $10, okay, and put it in DOGECOIN when I was just a crazy man in April, when I decided to kind of like turn my mind completely off from what I've been doing for the last 12 years and focus it completely on this market and motivating people along with me and getting them to where I believe we can be if we moved as one unit in the market, right? So since I've been doing that, she decided, you know what, I'm gonna just put a little money in this DOGECOIN because he told me that, you know, markets don't have anything to do with trends and anything like that. It's all about interest, and if people are interested, eventually it's gonna pop. Well, guess what it ran up to? She ran it up to $175 on the first run when it was at about 4 cents on DOGECOIN, right? Then she saw it at $406 when it went up to 8.5 cents. $10, people. $10. I had 200, and I'm not going to boast and tell you what I had. It's unnecessary. But I just told you what $10 did. $10 turned to $400 in this time. Reason being, because the same way we can make anything on the internet become viral, right, is the same way we can make anything in the market become viral. We just are figuring it out. Now, us as a people, they were starting to get close. They were starting to see like, oh, whoa, this Tesla thing. What's going on with this Tesla thing? Why is this thing getting away from us? We got every analyst telling them that the price should drop. Right now, you can pull up any sheet and they'll tell you that the market value is 300, right? That the stock should be only worth 300. When I can tell you right now, we're going at $1,000. We're going at 1,000 plus. So you gotta understand that their whole goal is to keep us away from the money. So since we set the trend already, we are the trend, y'all. We create the trends. We are IG. We are Twitter. We are TikTok. We are every single last one of them. You already perusing. You're already looking through these things. You already look at it. Open your eyes. Open them. So now I'm going to go back into something 777 said, because she made a decent point. So a lot of people that even have any type of idea about what's going on said, oh, the vaccines are going to be dispensed, so maybe there's a way for me to make some money off of the vaccines. Well, I'm going to tell you, the problem with the vaccines are the vaccines had they brought an option on the vaccines before the vaccines were ever made. So an option basically says, no matter how much this item is, I'm giving you a contract that says I want to pay this particular amount for it. So say the vaccine is worth $10. If you and I sign a contract for $2, no matter if it's 10, 15, 20, I have an agreement with you that says I get those same vaccines for $2. Well, the government did that contract with every last one of those pharmaceutical companies. All right. So that means that price is locked and steady. They probably already have the money. Okay, that's how they were able to do the R&D and get through the whole FDA approvals, because that money had already got dispersed once the government started seeing them get closer and closer and closer to it. So with that being said, you're not going to pay for a vaccine. I'm not going to pay for a vaccine, and it's going to be free. It's going to be dispersed to the public. Is that true or false? Anybody that's thinking about it, have you seen that? Do you know that you won't pay for the vaccine if you decide to take it? There's no cost for that. Okay, so if there's no cost, we can't make no money off of that, but we can make money off of where will those vaccines be dispersed at? What places? What places will you find those vaccines? So if you go look around, you'll notice that those vaccines are in places like CVS, Walmart, Walgreens. So that means that all 330 million people, you can split that in half, and let's say 150 million people decide they want to get the vaccine, they all going to be traipsing to CVS, Walgreens, Walmart. What do you think happens to CVS and Walgreens price when they get all of that new traffic? The price shoots up to the sky. So those are the type of things that you're looking for around the vaccine. You want to look for who is going to be the one that's going to distribute the vaccine to those different Walgreens and CVS's, because they're going to get a surge in distribution orders and they're going to start making money, right? So we look for those avenues and we get on them and we walk up and down those streets and try and make money over and over and over again. For instance, such as DOGECOIN. DOGECOIN, right? I told the people on the night that Doge was surging that it was trying to get to 10 cents, and by 1 a.m. it would be at its highest price and you need to get out before 3. Well, literally at 11:45 it saw its highest price, and by 3 it had fell down to where it was literally 50-60% from where it was originally. So that's only by knowing my market time, knowing what things do, knowing that people go to sleep, knowing that no matter how much energy it is, if the West Coast is now sleeping and the East Coast is sleeping, the energy in the market that all those people bought, they can't continue to drive the Doge up. And now that's when the people that are the sellers and they know that you guys are waking up and finding out that Dogecoin is the next thing to invest in, is when they take the price and bring it all the way down and make sure that people like you and I don't get an opportunity to get involved. Because we say, oh, you see what happened? The price went all the way up and now it's all the way down. I would have lost all my money. Yeah, you would have lost all your money if you weren't paying attention to the time. You would have. But if you would have paid attention to the time, you would have secured profit and moved right along like everyone else. Thank you, Callum. Callum, you ready to join session? I want you to do a little Forex, man. A little Forex chat, but I want you to start with silver, and you can take 1 or 2 things and talk about whatever you want, Cal. Is that cool? Just tap me up if you're cool. But like I'm saying, guys, so you pay attention to these vaccine things, that anything that's around it. Pay attention to the things that are connected to it. Like I was just telling my team, well, I didn't even get a chance to tell them because now I got to share these things with you all at one time. So I go to my barber and I see that they have a thermometer connected to the hand sanitizer. So the very moment you go to sanitize your hand, it scans your body for its temperature. The company's name was Renault. Put it in the chat for me if you got it. We're going to spell it all together. R-E-N-O-I-R. Renault. Or Renault or Renard. R-E-N-O-I-R. Don't worry about it, Kyle. If you can't get on, we do it later. So R-E-N-O-I-R. You want to try and look that company up and see what you can find. It's a possibility that that company might have some government contracts, or it has a parent company that's going to start benefiting if that company does get contracts. Don't you think people want to have the ability for you to get your hands sanitized and your temperature checked all in one motion? Absolutely. You don't gotta guess. You don't gotta guess, guys. So when you're looking for these companies, you just want to have your eyes open. When you see things trending on the internet and you see it trending #1 on Instagram, trending #1 on IG, go research. Put it up in your phone. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Put it up in your phone and research it. Take the time, take a little 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then come back to me, right? And I'll show you how you can start navigating it and understanding it. Okay, is this something I can make money on in the market? Or maybe this might lead me to some money in the market, okay? Because what we like to do in this market is keep the money moving, right? So we diversify, we go to different locations. And with us having this many eyes on the market, because currently there's about 7 of us in my group, right? And with 7 pairs of eyes or 14 eyes on the market at one time, it's very beneficial, if you can imagine. And as we continue to grow, there'll be 20, there'll be 100, and there'll be 500. And as people continue to scout these things out, it's going to be very easy for us to make money in the market, as long as we get behind the things we believe in. We don't just jump in just to do a pump and dump, because if you pump and dump, you see what happened when we look at that chart. You end up looking like you're the man one moment and then being back to trying to find a job the next. So you want to definitely go into things that you truly believe in, things that you can envision being disruptive to the market. Because if it's not going to change the market, it's not going to grow in the market. If it's not going to disrupt the market, more than likely it won't grow the market. So that's why you hear about a company like Uber, because it disrupted the market. That's why you hear about Etsy, because it disrupted the market. That's why you hear about Square, because it disrupted the market. Amazon, and so on and so forth. Until you disrupt the market, you are not truly a brand. Tesla is a brand because it disrupted the market. That's simple, guys. So you're looking for those disruptions. Once you find those disruptions, I'll teach you how to build an analysis around it and determine, okay, is this a long-term strike for me, or is this a short-term strike? But what you got to do is you got to stay tuned, and you got to take the time, and you got to believe in yourself, and you got to take time to learn. It's not going to be as hard as you think. I got people that sometimes the light starts going off in 1 week, 2 weeks, some people 3 months. It depends on you. I can't promise you're going to learn overnight, but I promise you will earn while you learn, because we're going to make sure of it, because we, as a team, we try to only feed each other the most premium cuts of meat possible. We don't feed each other any garbage food here. So when we're talking about it, it's because it's something we believe in, and we bring it to one another, thus bringing it to you. So I'm going to check out, and I appreciate anyone that took the time to listen and stick with me this whole time, right? If you need me for anything, tap in, send a message, follow me on Twitter, because all day long I'm dropping strategies. I'm telling you where to trade, what price to buy it in, what price to sell it in. Follow me, I got you. This advice is free. I'm not charging nobody for anything. You have a good one, peace and blessings, and most importantly, love for the Father, God Almighty. Amen to all of you. Peace.